Hi everyone, this is BritSimon. A quick video for you today to talk about the situation when you want to use follow to join, or when you think your family members need to be interviewed at a different embassy. So let me just sort of explain what these sort of two things really are. So firstly, follow to join is a specific process that is performed when a person has adjusted status in the USA. They were living in the USA, and usually that would obviously have to be the DV, in DV cases, is the DV principal winner. That person has adjusted status in the USA because they won the DV lottery, but the family members are not there. The wife, the kids, the spouse and the kids are not there in the USA. And so how can those cases be handled? Well, there is a process called follow to join. The form is the I-824. And essentially, once the adjustment of status process has completed for the main winner can file the I-824 and arrange for an interview for their family members in the local embassy, wherever the family members live, right? And then those family members can be interviewed separately. The main selectee doesn't have to go there with them, and they can get benefit from the now adjusted status of the DV selectee, the principal winner. So that's called follow to join. Now let's talk about if you're processing, all of you are processing abroad. Maybe the principal winner is in one country and the family members are in a different country. So it is technically possible to have the main selectee interview in one country, and then again try and arrange for an interview process to take place at in the other country, and that has to happen before the principal selectee has entered the USA. So timing is difficult for that particular process. It's not a formalized process. There's not a lot of help involved with that. It would be processed based on the DS-260 submission itself. And you have to arrange the interview yourself again after the interview of the main selectee. So people ask whether that's possible. Technically, it's possible, and I've seen it done. I've seen it happen, and it has worked for some people. But it has also failed for a lot of people because they can't get the interview scheduled in time, and there are various complexities to it. And so I would say, if you're processing abroad in consular processing, not adjustment of status, if you're doing CP, consular processing, and there's any possibility to interview with the family, that is the way I would recommend you do it. Either because you bring the family to where you're living and you'll interview on your scheduled interview day, or change your interview to being where the family members are, so that you can travel back there, have the interview, and then all get interviewed at the same time. That would be my recommendation, particularly if your case number is higher range, or if your interview is going to be happening later on in the year. You don't have a lot of time to mess around and possibly risk your family members not getting their visas, right? So and of course there is also the complication that the visas, let's say you're a family of 4, when you get scheduled for the interview, those 4 visas are allocated to, let's say, country A, because that's where the main selectee lives. But the family members are in country B, but there are no visas assigned to those family members in country B. And so getting those visas assigned to them can add an extra challenge. So that's, again, part of the reason why this process sometimes fails for people and creates extra risk. So again, my recommendation is don't try and do that. If you're doing adjustment of status and you want to fill in the I-824 process for the formal process of follow to join, that's okay. I've seen those things work more often than not. But but splitting the family into two different embassies to be interviewed abroad, not so easy and not so safe. So, I would suggest you don't do that. All right, everybody. I hope that helps clarify some things on that particular question. Please let me know if you've got any other interesting questions. Please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up or a comment on this video. All right. Thank you, everybody. Bye-bye.